Hello, Kumar students. So, in our previous video of accounts of banking companies part 1, we have done its definition, meaning under section 5, and further we have also done the features of banking company. There are total, I have said that there are total 6 to 7 features that all are very significant. Okay, and moreover, we have also done the balance sheet. Firstly, uh, in part 1 from schedule 1 to 12, and in that video contingent liabilities are very important. Okay, so in this part 2 we are going to learn how to prepare a P&L account of the final accounts under the accounts of banking companies. Okay, so how to prepare P&L account in banking companies. Okay, let's learn that. Okay, so first of all, let us view it the format of P&L account. Okay, so firstly, it is heading is particular schedule number and current year. C5 means current year. Okay, so under the heading income, you are going to write the interest earned. Interest earned means the bank which is earning a profit or interest receiving from the general public. Okay, by giving loan or any type of credit to its public. Okay, other income means any type of income such as profit on sale of investment, any type of that is a profit, that is a other type of income. Okay, that is related to schedule number 14. After totaling it, you have to write under total A. That will be your A section, okay, of the income. Then write heading expenditure. Okay, first heading is interest expended. Interest expended mean a bank, for example ABC Limited Bank has taken a loan from RBI Bank. Okay, so he will further pay interest to RBI, that the loan amount that he have taken, and further for earning interest from the general public, he will give loan to further general public. Okay, so that he can earn interest. That interest earned will be go to schedule number 13, and interest paid expended by the bank will go to the schedule number 15. Okay, and further operating expenses means expenses for the daily routine of the banking, for example director fees, uh, any type of advertisement and publicity charges. Okay, so further you will calculate profit and loss. Okay, so total profit and loss for the year will be found as a total of the A and B will be minus subtracted from the each other. Okay, then you will write in the current year amount. Okay, so next thing is that P&L brought forward for the year from last year and previous balance sheet. Okay, that will be total C. This is will be given to you. Okay, you have to only write in the current year section. Okay, so we have done of the P&L account under the heading expenditure. The third point was provision and contingencies. Okay, so so for that we have to must know that what is provision. So provision, it is a way of making arrangement for something, okay, that is likely to happen in other to deal with it or tackle the effect. Example is provision for bad debts and provision for bank advances. Okay, so contingencies in the same way that are at events that might happen in the future. For example, contingent liabilities. Okay, so provision on bank, there are three types of provision contingencies in the accounts of banking companies. For example, provision on bank advances, provision for doubtful debts, which can recover. Okay, provision for tax. Sometimes you are given a provision for tax and you are not given. If the condition arises that you are not given a provision for tax, then how to calculate this question arises. Okay, so you can calculate that schedule A means and of 15th means you can subtract, you can find provision for tax by total A means income. Okay, total income minus schedule 15 minus schedule 16. Schedule 15 means interest expanded and 16 means operating expenses subtract, okay, from total income. Then do not subtract full provision and contingencies. Okay, you have to only subtract minus provision on banking advances minus provision for doubtful debts. Okay, then this will be your PBT means profit before tax. Okay. Then further profit before tax, after calculating the profit before tax, you will be given certain amount of rate of interest to calculate PAT means profit after tax. With the help of PBT, you can calculate easily your provision for tax. PAT means your provision for tax. Okay. So this might look easier for you by making diagram that how you can learn schedules. Okay, 13, 14, 15, 16, that all these things. Okay. For example, there is a bank. Okay, and there is a person. Person A will deposit his money rupees 10,000 with this ABC Limited Bank. Okay, and for Mr. A, that deposit will be asset for him, and vice versa. In the bank point of view, that deposit will be liability. See that arrow, money deposits. Okay, that will be liability as per the point of view bank. Okay, person A can deposit his money in the point of view savings account, current account, fixed deposit account. Okay, so further in the point of view bank, what are assets? Okay, bank which provide loans or any type of financial help sources, collaborations. Okay, for example, bill discounting, cash credit, overdraft, terms loan, LNC, letter of credits, and advances. Okay, the interest rate earned by these schemes from the general public or any other bank or any territories from any other institutions, a loan given to other banks, bank can earn interest. Okay, so these will be asset. The earning will be any type of earning will be come under 13 to 14 section schedule, sorry, and any type of expenditure will come under schedule 15 to 16. So this look might easier now. Okay, so let's move further. So now question arises that what comes under schedule number 13. Okay, so schedule number 13 includes interest, discount on advances, bills, income on investments, interest. So any type of interest is receivable by the bank from any type of institution, either from RBI, either from other banks or general public. So that will be your comes under schedule number 13 only. That will be your interest. Okay, so any type of interest, either it is coming from investment, fixed asset, so okay, that will become under schedule number 13. Schedule 14, other income. So in a sub heading of income, firstly we have done the interest on. Okay, now other income. So what is other income? Any type of income such as commission, any type of commission, exchange, brokerage, any type of such as local charges. Okay, given by the public, that will be income from the in the point of view of bank. Any type of profit or loss on sale of investment. See, if any type of loss is having by the bank, it will be subtracted from the fixed asset. Okay, uh, same as similar to financial account. Okay, with adjustment. Miscellaneous income, any type of income earned by way of dividends. See, after recognizing the diagram that I have shown in the previous slide, that uh, we can easily depict that what comes under schedule 15. So interest received comes under schedule 13. Interest paid by bank, expanded by bank will be come under schedule 15. So in what are what type of interest are expanded by the bank? See, interest on deposits in uh, any type of loan taken by a bank from the RBI will be considered as interest expenditure. Any type of other type of expenditure and bank is charging, or any type of bank such as rent, bank has given something on the rent, the interest will be charged on a bank and it has to pay. So schedule 16 are relates to operating expenses. Operating expenses, payment and provision to employees, rent, taxes, lighting, printing and stationery. So therefore operating expenses generally means that an operating expense means any type of operational expenditure or any type of OPEX is an ongoing cost for running a product, business or a system. See that a bank is generally system for running it. It needs any type of, it has to incur operating expenses, just printing and stationery, publicity charges, advertisement charges, or any type of other expenditure. Okay, so it is the cost of developing or providing non-consumable parts for the product or system. Okay, so these are basically operating expenses that will come under schedule 16 of the expenditure heading. So thanks for watching this video. Let's go further towards part 3 and solve a typical practical problem.